morning to all traders. It's Friday today, the last day of this week. We're going to have anti-week flows kicking in, but it will be obviously mostly related to NFP. We are expecting the jobs numbers and expectations according to markets sentiment are not really looking good for the US. Now, the thing is that if the employment rises, okay, that could ease pressure on the Fed and obviously won't have Trump going out tweeting about the Fed cutting rates aggressively. At the same time, it could also mean that he's not going to really rush into reaching a trade deal on the December 15th, because the truth is that without pressure on the jobs market, Trump will probably just take another breath and be able to push phase one of a deal a little bit further down the line. Of course, that is going to have an effect on the markets as well, okay? And we have to really consider these scenarios coming into play, because we have the economic component, which is the NFP jobs numbers itself, as well as, of course, the unemployment rate and the average weekly earnings and yearly earnings. Plus, the other component is the political one, which is more related to US and China. With this week's closing, I want to analyze the euro dollar as well as the pound dollar. Euro dollar is supported by the risk of sentiment, while the dollar, of course, is slipping lower. The euro is able to move higher. Now, in Europe, the pound is moving higher as well, okay, and it's obviously stronger than the euro, because there is expectations that next week the UK election results will favorite Johnson. Okay, so the markets are supported because a Labour government is not really wanted by the UK. So without further ado, I want to focus that we were talking about this being a wave of 3, 4, and 5, right, for a while now. But last time I talked that potentially we could see wave 4 and wave 5 having ended down here, okay? Now I tend to believe that we've had wave 5 ending here in the intermediate degree. So we'll have this move now, looking like to me it's a 1, 2, and then we'll go for 3, 4, and 5, okay? Rather than an ABC that you see here, a drone, or what we're expecting for a while now, okay? That means that at the current level, we've had a complex correction here, okay? We ended at the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement of the first wave, and that actually now called us for wave 2. It looks like we're moving up for wave 3. Now, wave 3 can go up to, with this extension moving up here, 161, right, for wave 3, then wave 5 is probably going to go around 1.1130. Or if we want to reach the 61.8 extension of this AB cycle, we're probably looking at 1.1170, okay? And here is where we will receive further clues about whether this is going to continue moving lower or move up, okay? Because we could, at the end of the day, we could have this being an A, a B, and a C all the way down, right? But for the current structure, the MACD and RSI as well, and everything else, to be honest, suggests that there is going to be another move to the upside. Now on pound, we've been spot on. We've been talking about that break to the upside for a while now. On the 2 hours chart, you can see that we've had this end of the bearish move down here. We're looking at this to be 1, 2, and then 3. Now wave 3 is not yet reached, okay, because wave 3 okay, has actually yes, 161, 132. This is where wave 3 is likely to end, okay. Now in the minor degree we had 1, 2, 3, 4 ended with a triangle, and then we broke outside, right? Not only we broke outside the previous high now, okay, but also we're looking at this now, maybe even stopping at previous wave 2, okay, over here, 131.78 or so, or just moving a little bit higher to take out the 61.8 extension, and then we are going to see another correction in the form of a 3, ABC or WXY, or whatever you want to, whatever we're going to see. Actually, we don't know just yet, but we're likely to go down to 126, okay? That will be the furthest downside, to be honest. Now, that is not really necessary. We could see a very small retracement, okay? A very small move to the downside, and then move up for intermediate wave 5, okay? Given, of course, that the indicators still support that move, okay? Not only on the 2-hour, but also on the 4-hour and on the daily, most importantly. Okay, so pay attention to the NFP numbers today. Also, the Canadian dollar would be a good option to look at, and enjoy the weekend.